What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Big Truck right back at you. Back with another one. I had to go live on this one. I'm going to be going live again later on today. Busy weekend. Client in town for that fight, the Crawford fight tonight. So things are going to get real busy today. But I wanted to go live and have some conversation. A couple of videos were sent to me, and I wanted to highlight some things, but instead of going through all the fundamentals, I'm going to go on ahead and just let the video rip, and we're going to follow through it, conversation and reviews, okay? And you'll see why both videos were sent. This is the first video that was sent to me that we're going to have an adult conversation with. Why is it Black women have a hard time submitting to Black men? I believe that's a good topic to talk about, because when you usually have those type of discussions, individuals get triggered. But we're about to break some things down. And that's what happens when you have adult conversation. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet and let's get this work. Hustle and motivate. Last time that I checked.
On ruffle feathers. If you tell the truth, you lose your job. If you tell the truth, people think you're a bad guy. The truth is the problem that people have in society. I like to see the reaction to the truth.
It's not the one got money, it's the one honest.
And not too many of them honest nowadays.
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's some good men out there. But what it is now, it's the women. It ain't the men no more. The women going bad.
That's not true.
What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Sean C. I want to start off today's show by asking another question. Why does it seem impossible for Black women to receive correction from or submit to a Black man? Today, we're going to watch a video of a Black woman who loses her husband because of her inability to change or accept that she may be the problem in her relationship. How many modern women today point the finger at men about their dating struggles, about what they're trying to do, when they need to evaluate their own actions and behaviors that are leading them to be single and alone, particularly later in life? Now listen, if you are a Black woman listening to this topic may ruffle your feathers. It may get under your skin a little bit, but please listen until the very end so that
I just want to highlight that and also say that always when the truth is being delivered, individuals going to be triggered. However, it lets you know that there is an issue. There is a problem. But if you read the book, Behold the Pale White Horse by William Cooper, we are right on time with everything. We are so right on time with everything. The division between black man and black woman. The division between modern feminist women and good women of good character. Let's continue. Just want to highlight that. So if you're going to be triggered, good. Come get your fruit.
You can get the message, because my overall goal of this video will be revealed at the end. With that being said, let's get started.
I thought my husband was the enemy because I had to change so much. And I also felt like spiritually that when we got married, all this stuff was coming out of me that was ugly. And instead of like, oh, maybe I'm ugly, instead I was like, you're making me ugly. It's you.
It really does seem to be true that the only person that can correct a black woman is a gay man. I'm not sure if y'all saw the post where the woman was asking the question, like literally asking, like, who can correct us? Like, who can correct us? And at first I thought no one. Like, there's no one on this earth who can correct a black woman. Not a black man, not a black woman, not nobody. No one can correct us. Can't nobody tell us anything. No one.
Black women overwhelmingly are not receptive to constructive or critical feedback, are not receptive to accountability. Okay, overwhelmingly so, to where when somebody like me says being a baby mama is not the goal, y'all want to get in the comments and defend baby mama-ness, as opposed to just reflecting and saying, you know what, if I could do it over again, I would not have had this man's child, but I love my children, woo, woo, woo. Like, y'all don't want any level of standard for yourselves.
So if you believe that your actions are based on what somebody else does, because I hear a lot of women say, you got to have somebody to handle me. Let me tell you something. I don't want to have to handle anybody. Why should I have to handle you? That means you are a person that lacks discipline. You do not know how to act yourself. So
I remember my ex-wife telling me that. Have to handle you. Why should I have to handle you? Why should I have to handle a person that is broken? Why should I have to handle a person that struggles with the traumas of their childhood past? Why should I have to handle you? You should be able to handle your damn self. And the moment I begin to break those things down and share those things with her, immediately she got even triggered. I don't give a fuck about you being triggered. You were an idiot just for mentioning that. A person should not have to handle you. The fuck you mean? You are a grown adult. Let's continue the feast.
So the thing is that if you are assessing your behavior based on what somebody is or not, then that's more of a problem on you than whoever you're trying to place the blame on.
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
I was used to like explosive moods, right? Because you had a parent who, both parents are like this actually, but it's either a 10 or like, depression, right? So it was explosive reaction. So when my husband would just say, hey, I don't like that you did something, I would hear, I hate you, like you're the worst person ever. I would just hear this explosiveness. And I was just like, I could not hear things new, like at this level. I didn't heal.
Why do some of you black women have a stank ass attitude when black men step to you in any situation? My brother told me how he was trying to help a lady find her car. She was in the parking lot with the keys in the air, pushing a button, listening for the sound of the car. He heard the sound of the car. It was not far from his car. He noticed the lady looking for her car, and he stepped to her and he said, hey, excuse me, are you looking for your car? And he said she gave him this stank ass look, and he told her, well, I believe it's over here, by my car. I hear it. And he said she looked at him and was like, I know. My brother said he was real pissed off after that.
I didn't heal. And so I thought he was my enemy. you know, and now I'm yelling at him. I'm deeply insecure. I'm also have an ego. So I'm like, you know what? I think that I should be in a marriage where someone just accepts me for all that I am. I don't have to change, and I feel good about myself, and you love me 24/7. You're just giving me nothing but love and happiness. And I'm not feeling that way. I feel like, you know, I feel like I have to change too much. I have to be better. And maybe this is, I told him, and this is what a narcissist says, is like, this is who I am and I'm not going to change. If you don't accept me, then I'm not for you.
Let me ask you a question, Janelle. Do you want a man who's a leader, or you want a man that you can lead?
A leader.
So if you want a leader, then if this man says, Janelle, this is what we're going to do, this, and that, are you going to follow that?
If he's my husband.
Okay, if he's your husband, he's your man, he's the leader though.
Yes.
And if he lays these things
I will
out
let
for
him
you,
be in charge.
you will let him be in charge.
Yes.
Your boss at work.
Okay.
Do you let him be your boss?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Or is he the boss?
I would still let him.
That's not how it works.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Know damn well you won't let him. You better be glad he let you come to work. You'd be fired. But once again, it's that ego. That ego. But this is the number one reasons why. Upon many other reasons why a large number of women are single. And they're only good for Pookie and Ray Ray. But not no man of good value, a man of good substance. Okay? The attitude. This is what I'm hearing. When I talk to different women and men, because I have conversations with both, again, I'm not no counselor. It's just that my channel is growing, and some feel comfortable with asking questions. The way I come at it is different. I just come at certain things at different angles. I speak in parables, okay? I believe men and women are smart. Men and women are intelligent. Y'all gonna get it. Either you gonna listen to the whole thing, or you gonna take what you want and not listen to the whole thing and run 8 miles with it. That's on you. But the truth is to be told, not sold. I didn't write the motherfucking book. I'm just reading what's in it.
In the black community, it's reversed. We are the only ones where the women are looked at as, you know, the rock, the authority, the person who has the most say so. So one of the agendas that's real big within the black pulpit, or even creeping into black church, is this womanism and these womanist, feminist/womanist agendas. That stuff is huge.
Do women need men?
No! No. Of course not. No. Fuck no.
No.
Why? Can't live with them, can't live without them.
When I hear women behave this way, first thing come to my mind is y'all capping for the camera. Okay? Because if that was the case, that y'all don't need men, y'all would not be sleeping with them. A large number of women put on that damn front. And I'm calling it out. I'm sorry. I'm calling that shit out. A large number of women ain't about that life. They know damn well they need men. They want that attention from the camera. But if you dive deeper into it, how is it that a large number of women can say they don't need no man, but yeah, you want a man to help pay your bills? You have all these high expectations for a man. You want a man to provide you with something. Or you will let a man clap cheeks because your sexual needs kicked in. Help me make it make sense.
We do not need them. Not at all.
No. We the prize.
I want it, but not really. We want them, but don't need them, baby. Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. No. We the new niggas. We are the men these days, though. We are the men.
What? Do men need?
Hold on. I just want to highlight this. If you look at the types of women that are giving their response, have you noticed that they are all the same type of woman? Regardless of the color of their skin, they are all the same type of women speaking the same type of language. And you will know who they are by the fruit they bear. Those are low-value women that are speaking. Those are low-value women. Those are women with no substance, women with no character, women that have nothing to bring to the table of relationship. Those were women that follow feminism. See, when black women started following feminism that was meant for the white household, that's when shit went wrong. It's just like the serpent that tempted Eve. You notice the serpent, Hashatan, the devil himself, didn't go to Adam. He went to Eve first. She was easy to deceive. And he can use Eve to bring down Adam. So we bring that shit into modern time. But men have countered that. No, you bring your own self down. So it's a catch-22.
We need women.
Yes, we do. We do. We need women in all facets, okay? Physically, mentally, and spiritually.
I miss going to the car wash with my dad. It was usually like on a Saturday, and seeing all of the men out there washing their wives and their girlfriends' cars, getting ready for the weekend. I miss seeing that. I just finished washing my car, cleaning it out, and this whole car wash is full of women.
I'm not surprised.
We're the men that takes the cars out for the weekly maintenance, washing the car, changing the oil, keeping gas in my car because
I'm gonna tell you where they at. They doing their own thing. Cause y'all said y'all don't need no man. And y'all look dumb as fuck when y'all say it. Men have said, we're gonna wash our own damn cars. We're gonna pack our own damn lunch. We're gonna start doing things for ourselves. And if we're gonna do them for a woman, we're gonna do those things for a woman that appreciates. I have not yet heard a woman that appreciates and says her man does these things for her. In return, she does these things for him. She loves doing these things for him. All we hear is me, 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 I. I don't never hear a we or a us. Run tell that.
I will forget.
Y'all are the same ones who said y'all didn't need a man. Y'all are strong and independent. You could do it by yourself.
Y'all, what is up with men? Why do men have a hard time helping women?
Why do a large number of women have a hard time helping men? Why do a large number of women have a hard time communicating with men? Let's highlight that. If you're gonna bring wood, bring wood. Because what you're saying, bring it.
Will stand there. The women will have all the bags, the kids, the suitcases, the luggage. She'll be doing everything, and he's just standing there. They'll just be standing there, like just watching the woman suffer as if it brings them some kind of pleasure. Why are you just standing there?
Because I don't trust you, motherfuckers.
What percentage of modern women are fit for marriage? 90% of men said, of the 15,000 men said 90% of you are not.
Or black women. Black women?
Black women.
Black women.
90%. And then when I ask women the same question, 82% of women said they're not.
Of black women? Or of
yes.
82% of women said black women are not suitable for marriage? Wow.
Get ready with me to tell my deployed fiance that I'm pregnant. My fiance has been deployed for 6 months and my period is 2 weeks late.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
At this point, you really could just do the math yourself. And honestly, He can't blame anyone but himself.
Something is wrong with you.
When we first started dating, he didn't say anything to me about joining the Army. Had I known that, I probably wouldn't have took him serious. I'm not trying to put the blame on him here.
Yes, you did. Yes, he did. Yes, you are.
I did not know that I had access to some of the most top high quality men until I got out of the military. When I began dating civilians and entrepreneurs, I was very green because the military pays all your bills. The military takes care of you. So I didn't know that men are really dating women for somewhere to live, for resources, and they're in survival mode.
Oh, yeah, of course. You have a large number of women that do that. I don't just say men. Let's continue.
I didn't know that. And that is what caused me to be misused and taken advantage of.
Take yourself out of it. If you thought that the majority of sisters were fit for marriage, why can 1 in 4 of you assume you're getting marry anybody? Black women were taught to be independent.
And most women are selfish. Women have been raised to be selfish. Why does a woman feel like it's okay for a man to take her out to eat, and the next time they go out to eat, she doesn't feel like she needs to take him out and pay for the meal? You just got me something today on my birthday. Tomorrow was your birthday, and I didn't get you anything. Would you feel some type of way?
Yeah, I would.
What is a parasite? Somebody who takes, and doesn't give. That's what most women are, and they're okay with that.
Is there something funny?
Yeah. And let me just highlight that, because in these clips that we're watching, this is real shit. This is real things, buddy. This is real conversation. This is real situations. Take. Last time that I checked, in a relationship, it's about us. But we live and we learn. If a woman can sit up there and do TikTok and Instagram videos and pictures and all this shit for attention, put your money where your mouth is. You talking about you this type of woman, you wifey type, show me. Don't talk about it, be about it. Be about it. Because a wifey type will see a good man and know he's a good man and go snatch him up. That's what wifey type will do. Oh, that's a good man right there? I'm going to go get him before somebody else do. Let me ask questions. Let me meet him halfway. Let me see what his heart like, what his mindset like. It's 24 hours in a day. It shouldn't be no reason why you can't contact that person or text that person. But you're wifey type. Okay.
What's funny? I want to hear it. What's funny? I just feel like you haven't had a guest like this before, and you're just astonished. I don't know.
That's because you're too loud. I'm not worried, concerned about you, young
I
lady.
never said you were.
You
Is
made
that
me
what I
laugh.
said?
Are you mad?
No, is that what I said though? You just put words in my mouth.
I just made a little smirk, and then you mad.
I just asked you.
Listen, and talking, alpha woman.
What's something you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
That men, their whole life was taught how to treat a woman and not what to expect from a woman. But women were taught their whole life what to expect from a man, but not how to treat a man.
And so I got to a place where I was like, you're my enemy and you just need to get out.
You are a selfish bitch.
And he left. I packed up all his stuff. I was like, leave. So I could feel like I could be myself. I want to go back to my old ways. I want to be me again. And so he left.
How did that go?
He fought so hard and he was like, I'm fighting someone who doesn't want this marriage. So he just left.
Well, good for him.
And to be honest, the only reason I feel bad is because I got caught.
I can sympathize with him. I can sympathize with that man because that was me fighting for my marriage. Knowing that the person I married had already checked out. Because I take marriage seriously. I take vows seriously. We made an oath before the Most High Yeshua HaMashiach. And when you make an oath, especially for better or for worse, you don't throw in a towel and run when worse happens. Okay? And I've seen a lot of deaths where individuals transitioned alone, didn't have nobody. And that's going to be a large number of individuals in this season. You're going to wish you had somebody by your side. You're going to wish you had somebody in your life. I'm just saying, you better be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it.
Don't know what he's doing, but I also don't have any proof. But unfortunately for me, my proof is right inside of me. I could just take care of it and not tell him, but I haven't made a decision quite yet. Maybe this is just part of our story, so I'll just have to convince him of that. Like Medea says, get them before you get got.
And if you think like this, you're a part of my problem. That is how prostitutes think. And you grown women are out here raising little bitty miniature prostitutes, talking about run them pockets, see what you can get. Not thinking, how about I create myself to a financial security, create myself to a level that I can date who I want to because money is not an issue. If you're factoring money when you're getting with somebody, you know what you are? You're not a partner. You're a parasite. You're a virus.
And see, women are checking. Women are checking modern women. Good women of good stock, women of good character are checking modern women. And we seeing it. And they don't like it. They triggered. But yet y'all talk about the sisterhood. See, this is a long-awaited conversation that really, really needs to be had. That a large number of black women and black men, let's call it out, they overlook it, they run from it. Because it's like a mirror. They're putting a mirror right in front of their face and making them look at themselves, and they don't want to do that. Oh, you hate all black women. No. Nobody never said they hate all. Some individuals dislike the behavior that some display. But that does not mean they hate. See, individuals want to hear what they want to hear and take the shit and run their mouths with it. Instead of sitting back, opening up their mind, saying, you know what? Within the black community, there is a problem. What happened in the black community? When a large number of black women started following feminism, you started following something that you had no business following. And then it just catapulted from there. Because if you trace it back to feminism, that was meant for the white household, for the white woman. Let's be clear. Let's highlight that. But then when black women started following feminism and following that, it just spiraled out of control. So now there's this friction. Feeling you can talk to men in your kind of way, treat men in your kind of way, and it's okay. Then men start pushing back. Black women start getting more aggressive. Black men start pushing back. I mean, if you really want to have the conversation and get down to the root of it, you got to get down to the root of it. And this is where we at. You do not never, ever hear no man saying, I don't need a woman. But quick to hear a woman say she don't need no man. You know damn well you do. The woman's ego is greater than the man. Large number of women do not like rejection. Men, we get rejected, we pick up our shoulder pads on our helmet and we walk on. Now you will have some men that be stupid because they get rejected by a woman. Me, personally, getting rejected, it's just my personal opinion. When I get rejected from a woman and I look into it, first thing coming to my mind is she doing me a favor because there's something about her. There's something about her. Remember, she rejected me. And I'm cool with that because I always have options. My options have options. So I don't need to crash out or get in my feelings because a woman rejected me. Life goes on. But you have some men out there that don't like rejection. You really have a large number of women out there that don't like getting rejected. But they get to see how a man feels when a man get rejected. But yet, y'all talking about y'all want to be alpha and be all this bullshit instead of just being feminine and being yourself.
Ladies, the more masculine a man is, the more controlling he's going to be. This does not mean that he's going to be insecure. This means that he's always looking to protect you. That's why he always pays attention to everything that you do, because he's always looking out for your best interest. If you're not used to a man like that and you don't trust him, you're going to see it as controlling. You're going to think he's trying to take over your life. But in reality, he's just a true alpha, and that's just how they are built. So
I agree. You say you want a man. You say you want a masculine man, a masculine king, but a masculine king is present and he does what kings do. Now it's a problem. See, a large number of women ask for something that they're not ready for, nor can't handle. Okay. Now, it's not to throw shade on a large number of women, because I'm going to tell you something. I never knew what a good woman was until I had one. But the only difference in that situation with me years ago with that was individual moved away. That was it. But when you begin to sit down and break bread with good people and begin to have conversations and begin to ask questions and begin to have a changed mindset that gives you a different outlook on life, when it comes to your social and love life, it's going to work out good for you. Because you ask. You ask. I sit down with grandma and grandpa and I ask, and I sit back and I listen. And whatever it is that I'm doing wrong, I'm going to acknowledge what I'm doing wrong, and I'm going to change it. Large number of women, especially black women, you ask them to change some things, they get mad at you. They get triggered. But when you look at social media, a lot of them just cap it for the gram because they ain't about that life. They just talking. That's just internet talk, internet bullshit talk. Copy and paste conversation, saying something that the last person done said for attention. Why is it always a large number of black women doing shit for attention, showing they ass, wearing bonnets, long ass fingernails, long ass eyelashes, caked on makeup, pictures with fucking filters? Y'all fakers, I don't know what. But you're talking about you want a real man. Ain't that about a bitch?
So if you trust this man, if you know that this man loves you, if you know that he wants to give you everything, if you know that you can be led by this man, listen to this man and trust this man, because he's only looking to elevate you and position you in a better place.
Unicorn man, this 6 foot rich dude, and I don't think women understand. You know how many other women are also looking for that same man? So to expect that, you can certainly get that, but I don't even think a woman would understand how to keep that kind of man, because that kind of man don't need you. And to think you got a magical coochie cat is not going to keep that man with money, because there are women that are just trying to throw it at him all the time. So I don't know where that's coming from. I don't understand it. It never made any sense to me, because it takes if you got a man that is on a purpose, and he's
serious. Because these quality of men, they're in survival mode. In this economy, they're barely able to pay their rent. And so they'll get with women who they don't like, trap her with a baby, so you have compassion on him, so he'll always have somewhere to go back to. You need to go to the military. In order to get access to those quality of men, you need to be in formation with them. You get you a man with benefits, you put your benefits together, all that money y'all making
Where the biggest disconnect is right now is average men are not desired by women that are average. Women have openly said, I would rather be in a rotation of a man of high value than to get with a man and do the things we're talking about building. So what do we tell men here in the middle? That's the unheard part of the conversation. These guys are starting to feel unheard, unacknowledged, and unmotivated because what is a life for a man who can go work, to be a cog in the machine? You're starting to see a lot of guys saying, well, if I'm not going to have a career where I'm making 6 figures or more, why do I need to go to college to get all that debt? I can't have her anyway.
We are now liking men for money and not for their personality or who they are, because that's gotten us nowhere, and we keep...
I like how she highlights that. And I like how Kevin Samuels highlighted that. Rest easy, King. Good men go to work, they wake up. Good black men, they wake up. They fix their face. They shower. They get dressed. They go out and they go to work. Whatever job it is that they do, they come home. Home is the safe place. Home is the safe haven. Man does what he do when he's at home. He showers up and he goes to bed. Then he rests his soul and rests his spirit in his body. To wake up the next day and do it all over again. And the next day and the next day, all over again. On his off day, he may go out, whether it's to him, he may step out. We'll say that. Wouldn't it be a blessing to have a partner where they both doing the same thing together? Multiplying their income, creating a safe, peaceful place. Because two people can do that because they both are the same. You see? What do you mean the same? They provide for each other. They take care of each other. They love each other. They respect each other, and so forth. I always tell people, you want to be in a relationship with a person that knows how to love and ready to love. They say, man, I never heard that before. Most people don't know how to love. Most people are not ready to love. But when you have those two qualities within an individual, everything else comes together. Something to think about.
Keep letting medium, ugly men get our hopes up and disturb our peace, and that's no longer the move.
Why does every medium, ugly girl think they deserve a rich man? That's the $1 million question.
And black women are complaining about 50-50. Girl, we are in last place. Look at it, income by ethnicity. We are in dead last place. Well, I'll never go 50-50 with my man. Shut up, bitch. Look. Open your eyes for once and look.
Wait a minute, everybody pay attention. Read this with me. Median household income. That means it could be 2 people in a household making $51,374. And you're telling me you're going to use one income because you refuse to go 50-50 with your man? You will never make it. You will never make it. Listen, the black community, we need to change our thought process. Oh, I'm not going to go 50-50 with my man. He got to pay all the bills. Shut up. Shut up your mouth. We are in dead.
Yeah. Key word, shut the fuck up.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Because I'm going to tell you, 50-50, it's not just about financial, it's a partnership. We are a team. We run our household together. We take care of each other. Because I'm going to tell you, what one woman won't do, another woman will. And y'all asses will be left out in the dark. Y'all asses gonna get caught up in the wash. That good man is gonna go get him someone else. And especially if it's of another race. Oh, you a sellout. Oh, fuck all of that. Fuck you and your opinions. I found me somebody that loves me and respects me and that's going to be a partner with me and we can build together. Hearing a large number of Black women speak with these high expectations and you got to have all of this and all of that, but yet your ass don't have it. Help me make it make sense, but you want a Black man to have it. But when that Black man goes somewhere else, now you sitting there looking like a fucking mud puppy duck.
Last place. You know that Babyface Ray song? A Million Cash Race? We are in last place. Not only do we make the least, but we spend the most. Let me show you. Wait a minute. Black consumer spending is growing at a rate of 5% per year, faster than the overall U.S. consumer spending growth of 3%. We are spending more than the average American. Black spending power reached a record of $1.6 trillion in 2021. And you know what they're trying to say now? By 2024, Black people spending in the U.S. is going to reach $1.8 trillion. Meanwhile, we make the least.
It's easy to blame men because modern women today don't want to take accountability of their actions, of their behaviors. Black women have so much power and resources at their disposal today, yet they cannot get and keep a man of their own, and definitely not like other races can. We gotta ask the question, why? On this channel, I fight for good men and good women to find someone to share this life with and to be happy. As I say on this channel all the time, live your best life. And it is the women, despite all the video evidence that I have shown to try and help them get their own man, it is the women who are giving the most pushback.
Why do you have a large number of women giving the most pushback? Why do you have, well, we're about to hear it right now. These are real questions. These are things that are asked. Not even things that are asked. We're seeing it. So it's not like we're just making this shit up, because we're not. Let's continue.
First got on this app, that's all I was getting called was angry, bitter, masculine by men. But guess what? When it came to me calling out women and holding women accountable, you know what they did? They came for my deceased mama. They wished harm on me, right? They physically wished harm on me. The men never did that. The men never did that. So you know what you can do? You can let this comment go because y'all have already exposed y'all hands how foul y'all are as women. Y'all ain't no better than the men.
Question. Why is it that when women hold other women accountable, they get mad? They get an attitude. They get triggered. Why is that? See, now we see the twist, but y'all talk about sisterhood. But yet, another woman holds you accountable. You don't like it. See, that's the difference between modern women and women of good character. Women of good character is going to hold modern women accountable. What we're seeing on the internet, what we're seeing on social media is modern women crashing out. Modern women that can't keep no man. Modern women that have daddy drama, daddy problems, daddy issues. Daddy didn't grow up at, they grew up in, daddy wasn't in their lives, period. Broken homes, we see it. You don't have to say it, we see it. Look at your behavior. Listening to social media. Listening to bullshit. Wanting a lifestyle that you've never had because you see somebody else living it. This is what we're seeing. So you feel entitled. You can have it too because they have it. No, dumbass. Those individuals worked hard to get to where they at. Shit ain't gonna be handed to you. You gonna put in some work, whether you want to believe it or not. And once you put in that work, you better pray and hope that you keep it. Because last time that I checked, a large number of women are in debt. Let's highlight that.
I think we're singled out. I think we're singled out.
You are. You stand.
We have nobody. When you have a system of women like us that is we are constantly having to defend every move we make. If it seems like we're loud or obnoxious or something, you're gonna call us combative. Like and I'm telling you, in some cases, Black women are picked on. They are. I don't know why you don't believe that.
But why? But picked on. A large number of Black women choose to be that way. Y'all chose to be that way. Just like a large number of Black men are picked on. But guess what? We suck it up. We pick up our shoulder pads and our helmet and we know how to walk the fuck on. Oh, well, women have to be masculine. They have to be this way. Bullshit. You chose to be that way. Nobody didn't make you do anything. Either you choose to be a certain way or you choose not to. You choose to follow something or you choose not to. Just like y'all chose to follow fucking feminism. When y'all chose to follow feminism, look how that shit worked out for you. The shit backfired on you. And you end up fucking up your own household and family structure.
Now, I'm going to confront you right now.
Okay.
Name me one thing that Black women are accused of that's a lie.
No, I won't be doing that.
I don't understand a lot of you women and how your mentality works, because you get on this app and you talk about how Black men don't respect us, they don't want us, they don't love us, they don't protect us. But yet, you don't know how to speak to him. You don't know how to respect him. You don't know how to use a sensible tone of voice when talking to him.
Why didn't women of the past all think they were queens with delusional dating requirements for men?
Because other women put that in other women's head, not realizing that's their standards, not yours.
How could this be considered female nature if it's changed?
Because it's...
Shout out to my man, It's Complicated. I love this brother. He's doing amazing things. I actually did some work with him. Saw him on a strip and ask a few questions. It was a wonderful, amazing experience. But I love the way he asked questions with the follow-up. Okay? It amazing. A way to get you to think.
It's not. I don't think all females are the same, personally.
I don't think it's their nature at all. I don't think none of the behavior of right now today is their actual nature. I think it's new habits and new nature from the new way that they live life, evolving and things like that. But I don't think this is natural at all.
I want to highlight that. I don't mean to keep cutting off, but I want to highlight that. That is not a woman's behavior, our natural behavior, what we're seeing today, okay? Especially on social media. What we're seeing, if you dive deep into it, okay, a large number of women, Black women in this conversation are broken. Suffer from daddy issues, childhood trauma. And this is their way of acting out. They're putting on that front, wearing that hard shell. But if you tap into it, they're hurt, they're broken. They want to be loved. They want to be loved, want someone to love. They're crying out, and this is their way of protecting themselves. This is their way of crying out by putting on this show. All it is a show. A social media show. A social media circus show. That's all that it is. They're not about their life. They're really not. And we're seeing it. They really not about that life. But what do you do with a woman like that? You break them down. Not in a bad way, but in conversation. Hey, I know what you're doing. I know why you're doing it. You're broken. It's okay. We've all been hurt. We've all been there. We've all had our heart broken. We've all suffered from childhood issues. That's why there's called counseling. So you can acknowledge it and heal from it and become a better version of yourself. This is not you. Wearing a bonnet, the long fingernails, eyelashes, selling buns for funds. That's not the real you. Crashing out, talking all loud with an attitude. I don't need no man. That's not the real you. That's not. And if you look close enough, the eyes tell the story. The eyes paint the picture of the individual. And you can tell they're not serious about half the shit that come out their mouth. They just saying it because somebody else saying it. It goes back to what I said, copy and paste conversations.
I don't think they've ever been delusional. I think a woman wants what she wants.
You're doing it right now.
And if it's money and a successful man, then it'd be that. If it's someone that just, does the bare minimum, makes her happy, then it's that. I think all women have always thought differently throughout time. It's just a lot of more women can communicate their opinions, and the ones that are very strong-willed and out there and outspoken are the ones that want more.
They done created an environment where women don't have to be accountable. Like, women literally get to live in fantasy land, and if anybody speaks against that, then they're a misogynist. There's no self-work that has to be done. No, there's a man out there that's going to take you for who you are. You don't have to change anything. You can just show up, and this man is going to be everything that you need him to be. But then these women get out here in reality and start moving like that and treat them like options.
Yep. I had a woman come at me like that. She found out real quick. Real quick. But see, she ended up cutting herself off. Communication, blocking, no texting. A person will cut themselves off. And that's why I say, fellas, be you. You ain't got to argue. You ain't got to crash out. You ain't got to fuss. You ain't got to be disrespectful. Just back away respectfully. Pick up your shoulder pads and your helmet and walk. Because you being with that individual doesn't serve you. You want to be with someone that does serve you. You want to be with someone that brings peace, that brings love, that will let you be the king that you are, as you let her be the queen that she is. See, teamwork goes both ways. I don't have a problem with doing for a woman, long as I know that I'm going to get it back. I'd rather be with a woman that enjoys, loves making me happy, loves being my peace, that's going to stand with me. We're going to pray together. We're going to worship together. We're going to enjoy living our best lives together. And when storms comes, because we both have common sense, we both know that in a relationship and or marriage, you're going to have storms. But it's how you handle the storm. It's your character while you in the middle of a storm. Then it's what you're willing to do once you come out of that storm. These are basic things. But a large number of individuals have a problem with doing the basic things because oftentimes they was never taught. Now, I understand at times you were never taught, but are you willing to learn? That should be something else that's a major highlight. Are you willing to learn what you were never taught?
And then they're like, well, damn, this is ridiculous. Oh, man, ain't no. You need to look in that mirror and do some self-work. Your ass is not perfect.
I'm gonna need working class men to stop being so insecure. Just because you can't afford a Ferrari doesn't mean you're broke. When we talk about broke men, nobody's talking about you guys.
Men understand what you're saying. The man who doesn't have a job, who's sitting around and smoking weed all day and playing video games. We know that's a broke man. We don't have a problem with that. The problem we have is these women are calling the average man broke. If you have a regular car, you're broke. If If you can't buy her a Gucci bag or pay her rent, you're broke. If you don't make 6 figures, you're broke. No man is ever going to come online and defend the man who sits home with no job and does nothing all day and wants a woman to pay everything. But what most men are doing when we come online is we are defending the average man, the everyday guy. So all I'm saying is I don't think your message should be to us. It should be to the women, because those are the ones who are confused on what broke is. Because a man working and he's making it on his own and he has his own stuff going on, that man is not broke. That man is doing okay. It's just the women don't think that. They think every man's supposed to be a millionaire. Not us. This has nothing to do about men being sensitive. This is about what the women are saying.
On this channel, I am trying to defend and help regular men choose better women, to be smarter in the choices they make in their
I'm gonna let them speak and we're gone. Let me just say this. When it comes to dating, men and women have to use wisdom. Let me address the women. Ladies, stop listening. Stop. The best way to come at it is the best way I know how. I'm going to come straight from the shoulders with it. Ladies, stop taking advice from a woman who ain't getting no D. Try to give you advice. Stop taking advice from a woman who can't keep a man. Try to give you advice. Stop taking advice from a woman who's not stable. Try to give you advice. Stop that shit. Stop taking advice from a woman that is broken. Stop taking advice from a woman that is hurting. Stop taking advice from a woman that has daddy issues. Stop taking advice from a woman that got problems in her childhood past, that suffers from childhood issues. Be careful of who you take advice from. You want to get some good advice? Call grandma and grandpa and sit down and have a conversation with them. Have some lemonade and sit out on the front porch. Why your elders? Because they've been here before. They've been through the trenches. That's the best advice that I can give to a woman. Sit down with your elders and have a conversation. Go get some counseling. And it's best to go to a married couple to get counseling. That way you can hear both sides. You can hear from the male perspective and the woman's perspective. And the same thing applies to men. Instead of me repeating myself, the same thing applies to men as well. The hell is wrong with y'all? Sitting here getting advice from the wrong people and wonder why that shit ain't working. But the advice that you should be receiving, you don't want to receive that because it forces you to look at yourself. In this world, in this life, in this generation, until the day you stop breathing, you will change your fucking outlook. Your mindset will change because you're going to get tired of getting the same damn results day after day. This shit's going to get old. Trust me. Now, my man has something to say, and I'm going to let him take us home.
Dating and relationship life that could have consequences for the rest of their life. Additionally, I'm trying to help good women hear what men are trying to tell them that they are looking for so that they can make smarter choices and find a good man that is going to help change that woman's life for the better. Ladies, if you're watching this, if you feel offended or attacked by this, then it says more about you and your life than it does this channel. Now, I always try to leave on a positive or a thought-provoking note. I hope that any woman who is watching this and has made it this far, who is looking for a good man of their own, or is looking to get married someday, take these lessons that were discussed today and apply it. Because contrary to popular belief, I want both men and women to win.